Hi, this is like a really quick impromptu live. My youngest is sleeping. We were just in the pool. Well, I wasn't, they were. Can't catch me dead in the pool. It's not hot enough at me. They were in the pool. Mariella was in the water table, so they're shot. Serafina's on her iPad. Mariella's taking a quick nap. So whenever she's up, you know I'm up. Just coming to take a little hello. I didn't start cooking yet. I'm gonna put an apron on. See, this is another reason why I honestly think I'm gonna shut my P.O. box, because I feel like it just makes me feel uncomfortable. Like if I forget to put it on, it makes me feel guilty about that. And I don't like when someone puts me in that position. So I'm probably gonna actually shut my P.O. box, because it's been happening to me like the past 2 days and it makes me very uncomfortable. Yeah, my pool is freezing. This is just a white shirt from Target. I'm gonna go grab one of my aprons because I literally always have white shirts. That's all I own, are white shirts. Hello. I am cooking, so I have ribs in the oven right now. And I'm slow cooking ribs. I'm started to make a video about that as well, so I will share it. But I have like barbecue sauce on them, a little soy sauce, chicken stock, onion, garlic, a little seasoning, just to like braise them nicely in the oven. So I'm gonna have them cook for like 3 hours. They've been in there for like an hour already. And I am making mashed cauliflower, so I'm prepping for that. Thank you, Bennett. And I'm also making coleslaw. So let me put the cauliflower on, or at least prep it. I'm not gonna cook it till a little later, just because it's only 140, and I like to, I don't want to reheat things. But I do want to prep it. Mashed cauliflower. So I used to eat keto, like before I had Mariella. And I used to live on mashed cauliflower. So I actually like took a break from it because I feel like when you're on keto, you're so accustomed to like train your mind to love a certain thing. Now I eat it because I just truly enjoy it. I love to make roasted cauliflower too, yes, and load it like a baked potato. That's delicious. I actually got that at Texas Roadhouse. We went there a couple of days ago, or last week, and they gave me loaded broccoli. It was really good. Purdue just had a recall for mold and pus. I'll have to see if it's the same one that I have. Thank you. Cauliflower and cheese British recipe? No. Send me that. That sounds cool. I don't know if I'm having a cocktail. Maybe later. It's 1:49, a little early for me. Usually around 4. If I'm gonna have a cocktail, I'll have it around 4. I like to use fresh cauliflower for this because I feel like it just gives it a way better consistency. You can control the amount of liquid in it. So I just cut up ahead. I put it in. I ideally want to cook it in chicken stock. I don't know if I have any more chicken stock, so I'll just use like water and maybe a little chicken bouillon. I cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, yes. So, I mean, there's days where we do takeout. Like, I'll go get lunch with my mother-in-law and the kids, or I'll take the kids out to breakfast. You know, there are days where I go out and my kids go out. But maybe like a few times a month. It's not something I do that often. I don't know. I just feel like being a stay-at-home parent, like I have the time to make a lot of things homemade, so I do. But don't get me wrong, I love takeout. I love going out to eat, you know, like it's not that I don't want anybody to think that I'm better than them because I do more cooking, because I feel like sometimes people get like offended by that, you know? Like, did I say I don't get much takeout? Hi. Hey, honey, how are you? Hey, baby doll. I know who it is. I was just watching your tuna fish video. Before I was a stay-at-home mother, I did a few things. We had a catering business for a few years that I did on the side. I worked in a dental office. I worked in a hospital. I did medical billing. I worked in a groomer. I did a lot of shit. I was always doing something. I worked on Mulberry Street for a few years, and even when I wasn't working there anymore, I would still work the San Gennaro Feast every year. I did that for a few years with the same place that I used to work. So this is the stem to the cauliflower. I'm gonna just put that in too, because this is gonna all go in the food processor. My sister-in-law's on. Hey, Justine. Oh my God, tell your son I said hi. We have to definitely get together. I would love my husband to meet all of you guys too. Do I ever make cakes or sweet treats? So I'm not really a huge baker. Like, I don't really do a ton of sweet stuff. My kids don't really have a huge sweet tooth. Serafina loves ice cream. I always have some sort of ice cream in my fridge. But we're not really big sweet tooths. Like, around Christmas and like the holidays, I'll do a ton of baking. But we don't really do a ton of desserts. We really don't. I mean, you know, my daughter wants to bake a cake here and there, and I do. But usually from the box. I mean, I'm not lying. Christmas cookies and stuff like that. Like, every year I make, what do I make? I make biscottis. I make a bunch of shit. Those are all homemade. You know, like holiday baking, I go hard for. But like regular every day, no. I usually just plan my stuff on a whim. Hey, Sincere, thank you. I usually just work off whatever protein and produce I have in the house. That's usually how I do it. All right, so like I said, I'm not gonna put this on now because it's still kind of early. The coleslaw I'm gonna make with you because I want that to sit anyway. But I am going to put some garlic in here. I'm gonna boil all of this together. And like I said, it's gonna go in the food processor. So my love for cooking, my mother and my grandmother always cooked. Like, cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner in my household was like normal. Like, I used to love actually eating over my friend's house, and like, after school, I think it was Wednesdays, I would go to my friend Tony Ann's house, and her mother would always order Ozone pizza. And I was the happiest kid in the world because we never got takeout, ever. You know, it was expensive. We didn't really have a lot of money growing up. And my mother was like, I could make a pizza. What do we need to buy pizza for? So I guess that's where it comes from. But I did always love cooking. So I think that just inclined me to keep doing it, you know? Like, it pushed me to keep doing it. What's up, Chicky?
Having another yogurt shake?
Of course. Okay, what am I doing here? I have a little chicken stock. I have an older sister, yes. She lives in Queens. I'm gonna just cover this with water. I only have a little bit of chicken stock. And a little bit of chicken bouillon just to give it some flavor. And then I'll boil it. But I probably won't be on live for that, but I will record. I'll do like a full dinner vlog. And I did start recording how I made those ribs also that I have in the oven, slow roasting. Right before serving, I'll take those ribs out of the braising liquid and I'll pop them under the broiler. And they get like a nice crispy coating. It's delicious. You know, I love to barbecue, but when my husband's not here, it's not easy for me to hop on the barbecue when I have two kids, like either wanting to jump face first in the pool or, you know, running in and out. I just cannot stress myself out like that. I'm just gonna fill this up with a little water. Thank you guys so much. What are you guys cooking for dinner? Fellow New Jersey. Hey, Jonathan. All-time favorite food. I really enjoy sushi. Like raw fish is my jam. What else do I love? I love fried eggplant, like super thin fried eggplant. Just like that. Like I don't even need to palm it. Just give me the crispy eggplant potato chip. I love cold cut sandwiches, like on good bread with potato chips. I'm like a simple girl, honestly. You know, it's so funny you asked that. Have you thought about rules for your kids dating? Because me and my husband were just talking about this. I mean, my daughter Serafina is 6. She's not 6 yet, but she's turning 6 soon. And Marielle is like 11 months. So I'm not worried about them dating anytime soon, but what am I doing when that time comes? Like, what is a decent age? Because I also don't want to be the parent where it's like they don't want to come speak to me. You know what I mean? Because I love my mother to death, but I hid everything from her because she would lose her shit over everything that I ever told her. Like, even if I crashed the car, it was not like, hey, are you okay? It was like, well, what the fuck were you doing to crash the car? Blah, 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 blah. So I just like hid a lot as a kid. Obviously I turned out great, you know what I mean? But I don't want my daughter to feel like that. I want her to feel like it's okay to come to me. Like, but I don't even get mad at her for that because that's what she grew up with. Like, those were the cards that she was dealt all the time. I mean, but I also did stupid shit. Like, I broke the windows in the, like one time my mother was at work, I broke the windows in the backyard, the back of the house, because I thought it was a good idea to take out the like 6-foot ladder. I was like 14 years old. Take out the 6-foot ladder. I climbed it because I wanted to sunbathe on the roof. I had like a little flat part to my roof and then like, you know, one of these. So yeah, it was coming down and I broke the window. That was a nice thing to tell. I was like, from the jump, I'm like, do I lie? Right? But I couldn't even lie, like, because she would have kept asking me questions and I would have never been able to keep up with it. So I always learned it's better to just tell the truth. You know? Fake Big Macs, yum. Oh my God, I love a good Big Mac. Yeah, it was a terrible idea. The roof was mad hot. It was the stupidest idea. Honestly, it was not smart, but hey, I learned a lesson. But what I'm saying is the fear that I had in my stomach, like I would have rather been dead in that moment because I was so scared what was going to happen. You know what it was? It was like shit like that was a big deal when I was growing up. Like we didn't have a lot of money growing up. So for my mother to have to fix a window that was like a necessity in my house was not good for me. Watching me from Scotland, so cool. Newborn experiences. So for which kid? Because honestly, they were polar opposites. For Serafina, I had really bad postpartum for like two years after giving birth. But also I had a terrible labor experience which I think played like a huge part. So my mom did get blocked once by the mods. I actually don't have any mods right now because I deleted TikTok and it wiped out all my mods. And I just keep adding people. They keep getting deleted. So I'm like, let me just stop adding people and let's just see if we could just all behave. Like, do I really need mods? I'm just trying to chill and, you know, hang out with you guys. I'm not trying to cause no drama. I don't think I need someone that is refereeing us. Because I didn't like sometimes they were blocking people because of their opinion. Like they would say something that they didn't disagree with me, which is okay. Like I'm here for a good debate. You know what I mean? I don't need you to block because you're voicing your opinion. I just want to block you if you're rude as shit. You know what I mean? Like we're allowed to disagree. I get that. So I'm just going to fly free right now and see what happens. If people stop bothering me, then it is what it is. I got pretty tough skin. All right. Cabbage. You know what? I also have this sweet potato, which is a very odd shape, I gotta say. The last time I made them like sliced, I'm just gonna roast this whole. I wanna see what this is like whole. This is a purple one. This isn't that Japanese sweet potato that everyone's eating. This is a purple one. Do I watch The Real Housewives of New Jersey? Yes, but it's over now. No, it's not a chicken drumstick. It's purple sweet potato. Purple yam or Korean yam, something like that. You okay, baby? Do you need more snacks? What'd you say? All right, bring me your bowl. So I'm just going to put this right in the oven with the pork and just let it go for whatever, a couple of hours. The oven's on low, so. This is dinner, but I'm not really cooking. I'm just really prepping. So I have pork in the oven that I'm slow roasting. I'm going to do like full off the bone ribs tonight. Those are roasting. I'm prepping for mashed cauliflower. Like I'm not cooking it yet. I'm just prepping it. And I'm going to pop this in the oven because this takes a long time. The oven's on 300, so it's going to just cook away in there. What can I do for you, my dear?
What's that, Mama?
This is a purple sweet potato.
Can I have more of these?
Yeah, sure. The bag is up there. Can you bring it to me? We can leave this here. My daughter's eating Cheez-Its. Costco's Mediterranean salad. Is it like in a bag or is it like one of the pre-made ones?
No, white one holds it.
So the steam comes out. It helps it cook better. That's good, okay? Where's your water? You have your water too? It's on the table over there, okay, baby? It's on the dining room table. No, I never even seen that Mediterranean salad. I have to take a look. I need a good Costco haul. Probably not this week. I'm going to Hershey in a few weeks. So I'll probably go either when I just get home from that. I just have so much shit like going on right now that I've been just like going to the grocery store like every 3 or 4 days because I hate when shit goes bad in my fridge. I mean, you guys see I cook mostly everything. Thank you, Kat. And we do eat a lot of vegetables. Right now, I don't really have much fruit. I actually have a fresh direct order coming tomorrow morning. They sent me an email. It was like $30 off $100. Yeah, hook me up. So I placed an order last night because I love their produce and their fruit. I just don't get them often because they are a little pricier. But I got like fruit that I never had, like a mamoy sapote or some shit. I don't know, but I'm going to try it with you guys. I'm super excited. I even Googled like what. I don't know why I always cook in white, guys. I literally just always have white. My daughter's going to camp. Yeah, she's going 2 days a week to camp. I only put her in for 2 days. This is a purple sweet potato. I can make pickled cauliflower. You guys can make that too. It's so easy. Google a recipe for that. So easy. Hey, Brittany, how are you, babe? I have never made cauliflower crust pizza, but I can if you want me to. And I don't send Serafina to camp because I'm trying to get rid of her. I mean, kids need to be stimulated. Serafina is on the go 24/7. So it's good for her, you know? What am I doing for the 4th? I don't know. We'll probably do a barbecue. I didn't invite anybody over. I don't really know. I don't know what we're doing. We will always do something, even if it's just us. I am not having any more kids, no. Balsamic in mayonnaise is so good. It doesn't even really make it taste like balsamic. It just gives it like a sweet little acid bite. Delicious. So this is the potato. I'm going to just pop it right in. Just let that chill in there. I'm going to make a little cabbage. Have I made sushi before? Yes. So I have bought all the things from H Mart to make the sushi. And we did like a sushi night. That was actually really fun. We should totally do that again. Maybe I'll do that for Fina's birthday. I even bought the sushi rice from them because you can buy all the sushi grade fish. And then they also have a bucket where you can pick up the rice. This is I don't know what it's called, but I'm pretty sure it's an Asian cabbage. I'm just going to use half of it. I've been just cutting like a half off here and there. Cabbage is a great vegetable to keep in your fridge. I don't even see people hating. I don't even see mean comments. I was trying to block the person, but I don't even find the mean one. I don't really think I need a moderator. I think people just should know how to act. Are we adults? I'm just not sure. I'm actually working on a Bloody Mary kebab, so stay tuned for that. It's a Bloody Mary steak kebab. I'm trying to find the haters, guys, so just roll with me for a sec. They're just not here. Thanks for the ice cream cone. Yeah, I'm not going to waste my time trying to find whoever's talking shit. You're sitting behind the screen, and I literally can't even read the comments, so whatever makes you happy, boo. Anyway, I am making coleslaw. So I'm going to just take a little piece off. I love coleslaw with pork, okay? I feel like it's just the creamy coleslaw with the fatty pork. Perfect. I should have did pulled pork Sammy's. That would have been great. Maybe I could still do something like that. I could do a pulled pork crostini because I do have bread in the freezer. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you for the follows. Chef Vivian. Ooh, can't wait to look at your content. The love will outweigh the hate. It's actually it's so true because I only see nice shit people saying to me. So take a walk. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. All right, so I'm going to just try to slice this as thin as possible. Let me just get my daughter's monitor just in case. You good, baby girl? So if you are just joining, this is cauliflower that I am going to be making into cauli mash. It's just cauliflower with chicken stock and seasoning. Right now I'm making a quick coleslaw. So I'm going to just slice the cabbage really thin as I can. And then I am going to show you how to make a really quick coleslaw. It's so freaking easy. I mean, I like my coleslaw pretty basic. Vinegar, mayo, sugar, a little bit of onion. Basic. You know? How should I do this? I think I'm going to just do this. Kind of want to shave it, you know? You want it to be pretty thin. I do buy that coleslaw bag. You know, it happens. But this is so much better. So much fresher. You can make it as you go. You do not need sugar. You could use honey, or you could just completely leave it out. It depends if you like a little sweeter coleslaw. Favorite grocery store basics is definitely all the produce. So for produce, I always buy onions, peppers, carrots, celery, mushrooms, like zucchini. I always just have a ton of selection of produce in my house. Mainly because I feel like you can build off of that. And then I have protein in my freezer, frozen shrimp. I'm making this one with mayo. This is going to be a mayo base. The only time I make a vinegary coleslaw is if I'm doing like an Asian slaw. I'll do like mirin and sesame oil. But if I'm doing pork, I'm going to do a mayo coleslaw. All right, let me move this into a bowl. I'm going to actually grate a little carrot in here too, if I have at least. I also love coleslaw on like turkey sandwiches. I love to top sandwiches with coleslaw. That's a pretty big bowl of coleslaw. I was expecting it to be a little less than this. But hey, it will wilt down as it sits. All right, I'm on a carrots, so we'll just do an onion. Just gonna do a half of onion. Thank you for following me. Actually, this is like a pretty shitty onion, so I'm gonna do the whole thing. Yeah, coleslaw is a great topper. My grandma used to love coleslaw too, so I think maybe that's why I love it. She always made it with like apples and raisins, and that shit was so good, but I could never recreate it like hers. Also, there was this place in Staten Island that used to be called PK's, and they had the best coleslaw. So when you sat down, you know, when you go to a restaurant and they give you like a bread basket, these people gave you, as soon as you sat down, they gave you a bowl of coleslaw, of this delicious coleslaw. Loved it. So I like Caribbean food. So I've only had Caribbean food like when I went to the Bahamas. I can't find a good restaurant around here. I would totally love to try it like, you know, recently. Me and my husband were actually just talking because we want to do another mukbang. And we were like, let's do something cool. Like even something that like we don't really eat often. So I don't know. I'm going to try to find something cool. I just don't know if there's any of that around me. So I'm in Central Jersey. If anybody knows where there's good Caribbean food, let a bitch know. PK's off of Arthur Hill Road. Yes. And let me tell you something else. My car got hit in that parking lot. This was right after Hurricane Sandy, right? I just bought myself a new car. I was hyped. It was my first new car ever. I thought I was the hottest bitch in town, okay? My car got hit in that parking lot. There was cameras all over the place. The guy would not show me the video. So if you're listening to me, the place isn't there anymore, but what a dick. I had to fix that shit on my own. I'm going to try to shave this onion. Yeah, shady as fuck because it was probably him that did it. And I was young and stupid. Like now I would never. I would do anything in my power to see that freaking video just for the principle. You know what I mean? I was young and shit. Now, no way. Too many life experiences like that will never allow that to happen again. He knew exactly who it was. He was probably his freaking delivery driver. But what are you going to do? It's over now. That was a fun little car. That was my first new car. It was a Honda Civic, but it wasn't like a base model. It was like one of the fast ones. And I really thought I was the shit. So I'm making a coleslaw. So I have a bowl of cabbage. This is onion I'm putting in. Yeah, listen, I start my dinner prep because as soon as Mariella wakes up from this nap, she's you know, I don't really have time to put everything together, and I'd rather the dinner be done, or at least on the road to being done. Less stress for me. So I'm gonna make the dressing for this in a bowl. My eyes are crying because of the onions, just because there's a lot going on in here. But I'm gonna salt this and just let it sit. Colombian food, yes, I love Colombian food. I actually have a Colombian food mukbang on here, like down, like maybe like in January. Man, good. What is the place called? Commons, I think it's called. It's really good. Colombian, like all that shit, Peruvian, Cuban food, that is up my alley. Mofongo, I don't know, what is that, Dominican or Puerto Rican? Love that. Yes, Dominican food, sign me up. I love that little sausage. It's like super red. What's that flavorful sausage? So freaking good. So you want to put a lot of salt on here. It's going to help break it down. I'm crying because it's pregnant onions. Haitian food. So what is something that's considered Haitian food? No, it's not chorizo. It's like salt. I'm not even going to try. But it's a delicious, skinny... Yeah, that's the one. The one with the L. Longanisa. How is that? Was that good? Longanisa. No, it's longanisa. That's definitely it. It's delicious. There's also this really good Brazilian steakhouse over here. It's called Fernando's or Ferdinado's or some shit in Jersey. Really good. Okay, so I'm making coleslaw. I just put some salt. This is onions and cabbage. That's it. And salt. So I'm going to make the dressing in a different container just because there's a lot going on in here. Jamaican food. That's like jerk chicken, right? Yes, Fernando for Route 35. That place is really good. So good. I love that place. And they have like the chicken hots and stuff. Like I love all that weird shit. So I have the one in Newark. Is it the same owners? Oh, oxtails. You know, I tried to make oxtails once. Hold on a second. God, those onions got to me. I tried to make oxtail once, but this is when I was younger. Because I cook really good now, but I didn't always cook great. Like, I cook good now because I've cooked shitty so many times. Like, I taught myself, you know, you learn, you make mistakes along the way, you learn from them. Oxtails I made, and there was a step that you're supposed to, like, boil them first before you do anything with them. So you're supposed to boil them to get, like, the scum off of, like, the bones and stuff. Did not do that. So I learned my lesson from there, and I just never got around to making them again. But what I loved about oxtails is it's really just like a delicious, flavorful stew, like a nice beef stew, because the oxtail is such a fatty part of the cow. And I mean, you're fucking eating the cow's leg. What's the difference at that point? People are so picky about what they want to eat. I have not been to the American Dream Mall because that's just really not my vibe. Like, thousands of people running to this place to do, like, all these little things. I don't know. It's just too much for me. That place is freaking crazy busy all the time. Yes, this is, the high chair is Abby is the brand. You can go on my Amazon. It's in there. She's handling food. She's handling food. Okay. Christina, I hope you have a great day, babe. Bye, babe. See, what do I need a mod? I could be my own fucking mod. I am making coleslaw. See, I have to pause to scroll to block bullshit. But anyway, I'm back. So let me get my mayo. Makeup? What are you talking about? Yeah. I love coleslaw too. Very underrated. All right, so I'm going to put mayo. That's a lot of cabbage. So I'm going to start with probably like a cup-ish. Or whatever that is, you know? So I always have Hellmann's and I always have QP because I feel like they both serve a purpose. Like QP I would use if I was making like salmon or if I'm eating tofu or even like tuna salad. I like QP. But, you know, Hellmann's is for like macaroni salad and shit like this. I feel like they both serve a purpose. Yeah, different recipes. Okay. So this is just some mayo. Let's get my white vinegar. Do I have any white vinegar? Yes. I'm going to do about a half a cup of white vinegar. So I'm gonna mix this all together. I'll pour it over the cabbage. I'll taste it, and then I'll add whatever I need to add as I go. I'm gonna go grab a lemon. You okay? It's okay, baby. Have fun. Okay, have fun. I'm going to start with one lemon for now. You thought I wasn't wearing pants? It's TikTok after dark. Let's see if my lemon will fit in here. Tina, what are you listening to? I'm going to add sugar to my coleslaw. I like my coleslaw kind of sweet. Having your first baby next week, any advice? Just enjoy everything because it goes so fast. And don't pack a million freaking things because you don't need it. You don't. You don't need half the shit you pack. Trust me. Do I miss squeezing lemons by hand? I do. But sometimes the reason why I never had one of these things is because the lemons I get don't fit inside the freaking thing. They're like monster lemons. All right. Remember, we did put salt in here, so I'm not going to put much in this, but I am going to put some. Pepper. Yeah, clothes, charges, and snacks. Pack snacks. Because you're going to be starving. Thank you. I like a lot of pepper. I'll probably add more like right before serving. Also, it like looks pretty, I think. Chapstick. Oh, chapstick times 3. You need chapstick. That's a good one. Okay, sugar, sugar, sugar. Where are you? Here you are. I just love you too, babe. Chapstick is because you are so dehydrated, your lips are so dry, you literally feel like they're gonna fall off of your face. For me, at least. I needed all the chapstick in the world. Pads, I mean, I had a C-section. They gave me everything there. I didn't pack pads. They actually gave me mad pads to take home. I'm gonna put probably like 2 or 3 tablespoons. whatever that was. I'd like to put a little fresh dill in here, but I don't have any, so. Let me taste this. I don't have dill in my garden, no. I have to plant dill. Can you believe that? I need dill. More mayo. I will definitely show you a garden tour. Oh my God. Let me put this together and maybe I'll just show you right here. I have this pepper plant that has mad peppers on it already. And I have eggplants coming in, which is pretty cool. All right, so I'm gonna pour this over, mix it around. So for the pizza rustica, because I have videos stating all the ingredients. I have pork in the oven that I'm going to be slow cooking. I had it in there like 300 for, I'm going to leave it in for like 3 hours. I'm going to put some garlic in here, some garlic powder, and some onion powder. Do I have any more onion powder? No, I don't. All right, well, if you have onion powder, use onion powder. But I ran out. I also love to put a carrot in here. So if you have carrot, use that as well. Okay? You got me? Can you make the basil Caesar dressing from chopped? For sure. I totally can. I could do that for you. Perfect. What song is it? Yeah, babe, I love it. It's so good. It needs a little fresh herbs. I need some fresh herbies in here, but I will add that last minute. If you know, you know. Serafina, not a fan of fresh herbs. So I'm going to put this on the back counter. I wanted to just like, you know, get all saucy and break down. Right now, I am going to cut up some stuff that I'm working on a video. It's stuffed mini sweet peppers with hot superside and mozzarella, or I think I have provolone I'm going to be using. So I'm going to work on that with you guys until my daughter wakes up. No, I don't have any carrots. I know, it totally needs carrots for sure. And celery seed I like as well, but my husband's not a fan. Exactly. Fina will not even look at that cabbage. So, whatever. It's okay. I added at the end, which I don't mind adding herbs at the end anyway. So I'm just going to cut up. I have some like random cheese left over, some Asiago and some provolone. And I'm going to make these little appetizers. I'm going to do like little sweet peppers stuffed with cheese and hot supersat. So I'm going to cut this really tiny. I'm going to stuff the pepper with it. And then I'm going to bake them and get them all melty. That's going to be for a video for, you know, content. But I can share the prep with you. It is 2:25, so I just prepped dinner. Thank you, Dominic. Thank you, Katie. I just prepped dinner, but I didn't cook it, so I'm making, what am I making? I'm making mashed cauliflower, so I'll show you how to make that without making it, like, soggy and disgusting, like, nice texture. I'll show you how to make that, but I just, prepped it now. It's a little early to start dinner. I have pork in the oven, slow roasting, like, barbecue, a little sweet soy sauce, and I just made coleslaw. Now I am prepping for this video that I'm working on. So this is hot superside, and I'm gonna just cut it in very small chunks. I'm making a little stuffing for cheese. For peppers. I can actually use my paring knife for this. Thank you so much. What's your top one cheese besides burrata? I love the black pepper Toscano from Trader Joe. I love that. I love, what else do I love? I love pepper jack, like a good spicy, nice chunky with like peppers in it. Pepper jack, I love that. Honestly, I love like a fresh mozzarella that's still warm from the good Italian market. But listen, I don't discriminate when it comes to cheese. I pretty much like them all. So I am just prepping. There's this video that I'm working on for content. I'm going to be stuffing these sweet peppers with different types of cheese. And this is hot supersad. So I'm just cutting it, and I'm going to make a little stuffing with like some fresh herbs and raw garlic. It's going to be good. It's going to be like garlic bread, but in a pepper. You're so lucky you can eat dairy. I guess I am pretty lucky. I'm going to cut it small like that. Yeah, supersad is so good with red wine and provolone cheese. I agree, babe. I agree. But I consider doing social media full time. I'm basically doing that now. Basically social media and full time. I'm a stay-at-home parent. I couldn't go back to work when I gave birth to Mariella because with Serafina, my mother-in-law watched her when I went back to work. Oh, fuck. But she has a lot going on right now. And my father-in-law isn't well. So she's like, that's, the majority of where her time goes, which I totally get. I wish I could help her more. So when I got pregnant with Mariella, I knew going back to work probably wouldn't be an option. So I was pregnant with you too. Yes, I was. So what I did was, listen, I've been cooking on Instagram for years. I say this all the time. I just didn't get recognized over there. People didn't care about me on Instagram. Even now, I'm not that hot on Instagram. I feel like TikTok just kind of gets my vibe, And honestly, this is like what I want to do. I want to cook for you guys. I want to create content. Like, I want to go to good restaurants, eat good food, and share that with you. Like, that's truly what I enjoy doing. So right now, where I'm at in life is like what I've been trying to get to forever. Even from starting that catering company, the whole goal was to be able to create a living like this. So I am very grateful, honestly. But also, hard work pays off. I didn't just wake up and go viral on TikTok. Because people, when I first went viral, I had other creators reaching out to me like, oh, what are you doing to stay on the FYP? Like, I'm not doing anything. I'm literally cooking bomb-ass food and being myself. What do you mean, what am I doing? I don't even really use like the poppin' sounds. I just chill and cook in a messy bun and usually a sports bra because I have no time to get dressed during the day. You only see me dressed right now because I had something to do this morning. During the week, at least. On the weekend, I'm a little more put together. But yeah, I'm kind of just chilling and being myself, you know? Maybe that's why, is because I don't put on a facade for people, you know? I don't really care to. It's too much to keep up with. I can't even keep up with real life. You want me to keep up with a fake life? Oh, Fina, you're so sweet. She said, everybody loves my food. What about you? She loves me.
Even more.
I love you even more, bub.
No longer food anymore.
I love you, babe. Fina is hysterical, I swear. If anything ever comes of this, Fina's gonna be the star of it. I know, you're the star of my show, girl. It's good. Just putting this in a bowl. You know, I think the care that I put into it is also because, like, you can't really fake that, right? Thank you so much, Hello Gorgeous. You can't really fake that. And if you can, kudos to you, bro. Because my facial expressions could never, okay? If I'm feeling something, you're gonna know exactly what it is because I just have a big mouth and I will never allow, like, if somebody's doing something that makes me feel a certain type of way, I'm going to say something. Just because I like to communicate. Like, what's going on? Is there something that I'm doing that you don't like? Like, is there something that I'm doing that bothers you? You know what I mean? Like, let's talk about it. Thank you, Chelsea. I think that's why I have such a great marriage with my husband. Because we came such a long way. I feel like after I gave birth to Serafina is when we really got the closest, is because, like I said, I was battling postpartum depression and I was like so embarrassed to tell him that eventually he was like started to catch on to it and he just like accepted it. Like he like just was like, why are you weird about this? Like just share it with me, you know? And then that like opened up a door for me to feel comfortable. You know, I grew up in a household, like I told you, I kept to myself. If there was something that went on in the house that bothered me, you don't talk about it. You don't talk about shit. So you have to break your own patterns. That definitely helped our relationship so much. Thank you guys. Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Janesto. I use my Temptations for everything, yeah. I mean, maybe not broiling. I don't really think I put it under the broiler, but I do use it for like basically everything. Okay, so this is the Supersad. This is a few slices of provolone that I have. I am making, so this is an appetizer that I'm working on for content. It's peppers, these little sweet peppers that I'm stuffing with like a herby cheese and prosciutto and Supersad mixture. And then I'm going to roast them. And then it's going to be like a nice addition to your charcuterie board. But I'm going to record that for content. I'm just doing the prep with you guys. So thanks for hanging with me. I never like think to hop on at this time, you know? I just feel like nobody wants to chill with me because it's kind of early. People are working, you know? I am Italian American, yes. I want to chill all day with you. You guys are so dope. Thank you so much. You're watching at work. Oh my God, I'm going to get you in trouble. My background noise. Okay. I like that. Thank you, Keaton. Too early for wine? Babe, it's never too early for wine. As long as it's past 12. Wherever you are. Is it past 12? Also, you know what? This is like considered, It's funny because when you make social media your like full-time job, this is like considered working for me also. And the fact that I can even say that like makes me feel so good. You know? The type of job that I would need right now would need to be flexible with my kids, and it's just not possible. You know, you just can't find that. The job I had previously working in the dental office, my boss was amazing. But the office is on Staten Island, and I just could not do that commute anymore. I cannot do that commute. Literally was draining my soul. So this is some provolone and some Asiago, about 4 or 5 slices of each. So that's that. Now I'm going to prep the garlic and the herbs. Thank you, Ella. The best Italian restaurant in this area, I would definitely say, is that whole like Fresco's, Lucas, what's the other one? Ponce Vecchio, those 3, the same owners. But one that we really loved is Uncle Giuseppe's. Not sure exactly where it is, and it's not the pork store that everybody's thinking about. This is an Italian restaurant, and they did like old school Italian recipes, and I really enjoyed that place. Really good. Hope you're doing great. I am doing great. Thank you so much, Bianca. My favorite restaurant in Queens? Oh, what type of food? Queens has everything. Plus, I grew up there, so I got a lot of recommendations over there. I don't know who Olivia Rodrigo is. Is that terrible? I'm sorry. I know who Taylor Swift is. What about Dr. Hoffman? I used to work for Dr. Hoffman. I heard the ale quality was going to be shit again. Italian, Cuban, Chinese. So for Cuban or like Peruvian, I would definitely choose Pio Pio on Queens Boulevard. Italian, there's so much good Italian in Queens, honestly. I don't really know like what's popping over there on Causeway Boulevard anymore. What did I eat for Italian in Queens? I mean, Lenny's Clam Bar is always like my go-to. I love Lenny's Clam Bar. Howard Beach, Queens is where I grew up, so like Queens, Glendale, Metro, Queens Boulevard, like that's like my area. I like my kitchen. You know, I would really love, like I have a few broken tiles. I would really love to do my kitchen floor over, you know, eventually when the time comes, or maybe I won't be in this house, who knows. But as of right now, it's fine for me. I am going to buy myself a portable island though, because I definitely need that. Utopia Parkway. I used to work at, Mateo's of Howard Beach. Yes, I went to plenty of parties there. I used to work at the hospital on Main Street over there, not far from Utopia. New York Hospital of Queens. Utopia Bagels, yes. But there's a lot of good bagel places in Queens. Chinese buffet on Crossway Boulevard. I loved that Chinese buffet. That place was mad good. I love a good buffet. New Park or Geno's. Guys, I've had this debate. New Park all the way. And also because New Park treats their community well. So New Park all the way. I did medical billing and coding in the hospital. I taught myself to cook. Yeah, my mom and grandma always cooked. And then I also just like enjoyed it. So I did it often. I loved that buffet. They had these ginger crabs. They were like ginger scallion crabs, and they were so freaking good. I'm actually prepping for a video that I'm working on. I already made coleslaw, and I prepped for cauliflower that I'm going to be making. I don't really want to do medical billing and coding at home. That was never what I wanted to do. I just did it because it was a job that paid me well and I was good at it. But what I'm doing right now is exactly what I want to do. Because people tell me all the time, are you going to go back to an office when Mariella goes to school? Absolutely not. I never wanted to be in the office. I never even wanted to be there. Like, I loved working with my crew, you know, like I loved the man I worked for, but that's not what I want to do. And if I'm in a position where I don't have to do it, then I'm not going to. I'm going to just continue working on myself, and putting that effort into, you know, me and my brand, not somebody else's. You'll be on Food Network. You never know. See, and my husband does hybrid. Like, he has an office in Manhattan. He has an office in Parsippany, New Jersey. And then he also has an office in the basement. And he hates working from home. Yeah, you really need to hear that, babe. I love that so much because I needed to hear that too. And what really started me into following my dreams even more is giving birth to Mariella, because I didn't have a choice. Like, I couldn't go back to work. So I was so determined to make an income somewhere, you know, and it helped me just follow like what I wanted to do my whole life. My husband works for T-Mobile for business. So he works for corporate T-Mobile. Spaghettini and Mineola. I have not. The best hidden gem restaurant in where? Queens, New Jersey, where? I put my garlic in the fridge. So I do have like some mason jars in my pantry of just, you know, heads of garlic. But if I have it open, I put it in the fridge. All right, let me put this aside. What, baby? Here's my garlic. So, I mean, I'll be transparent with you guys. It's not only that you don't only make money off of TikTok. TikTok doesn't pay you that well. But then you have brands that reach out to you and want to work with you. And then you need to, you know, advocate for yourself. Or you can get management. I know a lot of people on here have management. But I feel like I'm a pretty good negotiator, so. I could be my own fucking management. I don't need someone else to manage me. I'm good. Not my first time managing myself. Thank you so much, Gina. I really appreciate that. I just, like, it's been a long road, guys. I didn't just hop on TikTok, go viral, and be like, oh, okay, that's it. Making an income. I've been cooking on the internet for years. And before TikTok, I was on Instagram. And when I tell you I was making like $20 to $25 a month, nothing that I could live off of. You know what I mean? But you think any brands wanted to work with me when I was on Instagram with 700 followers, even if? No. My skills were just as good then. Nobody cares about you. That's what it is in this world. If you're trying to make money, like, and be in the public eye, it's all about how many people are watching your shit. Like, you gotta just stay current, you know? Be yourself. I do not use meat on this cutting board, no. I have a different cutting board for meat, and you do not use wood for meat. Thank you, Vita. You have mommy issues, babe. Mommy, daddy issues, I'm with you. Thank you, Michelle. I really appreciate that. That is very sweet. Thank you. So I have pork in the oven that I'm slow roasting. I have like barbecue sauce on it, some sweet soy sauce, onion, seasonings. I made a coleslaw. I have cauliflower waiting to be made into mashed cauli. I'm working on this video that I'm recording for content. Thank you, Shay. So I'm not going to make it with you, but I am going to just help you put everything together. Like, I'll help you, you know, I'll prep with you. But my daughter's sleeping right now. We were in the pool all day. Well, I wasn't. They were. Thank you, Gemini. So they're both knocked. Well, Seraphina's hanging out. And I hopped on with you because I enjoy spending time with you guys, you know, and I hate having to wait until my husband's home. But I also, you guys know, I'm not the parent that's going to hop on with their kids screaming. Would I ever do keto again? I don't really have any desire to do keto again, honestly. I did keto hard for 2 years. I lost mad weight. And I really thought I conditioned myself the whole time to believe that I was healing my issues with food, and I was only making them worse. So I think after having Mariella, it just was like such an eye opener for me. And I have no desire to go back on keto right now. And that's not me talking shit. Because I loved keto. I lost a lot of weight on keto. You know, if it's somebody who needs to lose a lot of weight, I have nothing against it. Like, do you? I'm not talking shit. And even then, I was a huge advocate for keto. I don't know if you followed me then, but I loved keto. Thank you, Ashley. And I'm still not talking shit about it, you know, because I know it works. But for me personally, mentally, I cannot be on keto right now. What I'm doing right now, like I am not following a food plan. I'm not dieting. I'm literally just fueling my body in the healthiest way that I can. Like, you guys know I cook a lot of food. Like, I'm just chilling. I'm not trying to put a label on anything. Thank you, Ness. I spent so many years of my life, like, watching every single thing that I put in my mouth, and that's so unhealthy. So I'm just trying to chill. Like, I have learned a lot from keto though. Even since not being on keto, I am way more conscious of what I eat. Thank you, Hillary. I don't eat as many carbs. I won't snack. Like, I'm not really a snacker. That is what helped me too. And also, I'm so freaking busy. Like, I barely even have time to have a lunch. So I just like to chill. Like, some days I'll eat a little more, some days I'll eat a little less, and I'm just living, you know? I'm not putting a thing on anything. Intuitive eating is probably more what I'm following at this point. So being a stay-at-home parent, I literally just had nobody to help me with my kids. Thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate it. I don't have babysitters. So that's what made me a stay-at-home parent. I like to work out every day, yes. Whether it's even just walking on my treadmill for 20 minutes. I have to move my body every day. That's a necessity for me. It's not even like a physical thing. It's more of like a mental thing for me as well. I'm not really a huge baker. Am I? When do I bake desserts? So I'm just hollowing out the pepper. Fina said, yes, you are. She's going to make people think I'm lying. I make cakes. How often does mommy make cakes? You don't know. These peppers don't even have seeds on them. I don't have a Peloton. I have a Nordic Track incline trainer. So it's not the same. 75 hard, yeah, that's just too much work for me with two kids. Like, I don't have time to take like a 40-minute walk outside every day, you know? When I take a walk with my kids, like, I try to go for a walk at least once a day because I like to get Mariella out also. And the whole time, Fina, I'm hot, my legs hurt, I'm sweating, I'm hungry. It's impossible. You think I'm going to do that for 45 minutes? No, not happening. Mom, my feet hurt. My legs hurt. I'm tired. I brought snacks for Mariella. She ate the whole bag of Cheerios before we got down the block. Like, you just had breakfast. I just can't. Like, she has to eat the snacks just because we got them. You know what I mean? Oh, my feet hurt. It's too hot. The sun's in my eyes. So I don't count my calories, so I don't know if I'm in a calorie deficit, but I do not overeat. I don't snack in between meals. I usually don't eat breakfast. I usually eat like between 10 and 11, and then I eat dinner. And that's not even by like a fasting thing. That's just the time that I have to eat. So I'm not really following anything. I really don't have any deets on like calorie deficits and stuff like that. I have dieted and did everything in the past, but that's not something that I want to create my page around. Like, I'm not trying to share that shit. Mainly because that's just not my vibe anymore, you know, and I don't want to put off the wrong impression. Especially now that I have little girls. If you are on a diet and you're trying to lose weight, go do you. Like, literally, I have nothing against that at all. I personally, physically cannot, like, put myself in the position to, you know, have a shitty relationship with food again. Thank you, Hillary. So I am prepping for this video that I'm working on. I'm making an appetizer. I have these sweet peppers. I'm going to stuff them with like a herby, garlicky cheese and superside mixture. And then I'm going to roast them. So seafood boil, you know, I was actually wondering, there's this place called... Uh-oh, that was glass. All right, I gotta put shoes on. That sounds delicious. The broken freaking pepper glass. Who has been on my lives before? I drop shit all the time. This is not the first time I dropped glass on a live, just so you know. I can't. Usually my husband cleans it. Don't come in the kitchen, Tina. I dropped my freaking pepper. You know, I really needed that pepper for my cauli mash. It's not okay. I know I could buy new, but I can't buy new right this second. That sucks. What, babe? Who's here? Never fear. Seraphina's here. Guys, I really needed that pepper for my cauli mash. That sucks. Gosh, talk about a million freaking spices. I'm going to pick this up and then I'm going to just go through with the vacuum quick. Use a piece of bread to pick up tiny shards. Oh, such a great idea. 5-second rule. Well, if it wasn't filled with glass, for sure. But I'm not trying to kill anybody tonight. I could have sworn I saw a piece here. Here it is. You just keep your little butt on that couch, okay? Come on. You're just messing up my vibe right now. Hanging with my crew on live. How about just messing up my vibe? I gotta get my vacuum. Thank you. No, don't put it on. You should be sleeping. Enough. You heard me? Tina, what did I tell you, babe? Loud sounds. Warning, loud sounds. Right there. I'm so freaking comfy. Guys, I just got myself this coldest vacuum. I love it. Can't freaking make it up, guys. I can't make it up. That is Black & Decker Power Series Plus. I'll link it in my Amazon for you. The exact one. I am making sweet stuffed peppers, but I'm not going to actually make them with you. I have to hop off and record that. So I love you guys so much. If my hubby gets home early enough, I will hop on and finish the dinner with you for sure. But I do want to try to record some shit while Marielle is still sleeping. But either way, I'll share it. So you'll see it at some point. Okay? I said I got a new vacuum and someone was like, oh my God, you got the Dyson. Do you love it? I'm like, I did not buy the freaking Dyson. I'm not spending $300 on a vacuum. Mommy needs some Botox. The Black & Decker works just fine. Thank you, Kalina. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. Maybe I'll hop on tomorrow too, but let's see if hubby gets home. You may see me, okay? Come back for this appetizer recipe because trust me, it's friggin' delicious. Cheesy with super side. I mean, how bad could it be? You ever see Ina Garden? How bad could it be? All right, guys, love you. Maybe I'll pour a glass of wine now. What do you think? What do you think?